The Yankees are one win away from going to the World Series, so let's talk about their Game 4 win. And, of course, we're going to look ahead to tonight's possible Game 5 elimination game with Hector Beauchamp of Latino Sports. Hector, they keep playing the way they're playing. You ain't going to be the only champ in the building. These boys is on fire in the Bronx. What's going on, my man?
Brandon, thanks foremost for reaching out to have this conversation. But 2009, it seems so far away. We are one win away from the World Series. I know Yankee fans are excited about that.
I keep telling people, 2009, I had a hairline, man. So we know how long ago that was. All right, man.
I choose to keep a cap on for a reason.
See, just a little Derek Jeter nephew tip cap, but don't pull it all the way off. All right, let's get into this thing because everybody keeps talking about the Mets had the magic, but I feel like the Yankees got the juice. They got the moxie. They got the swag. Thoughts on that Game 4? It was an instant classic.
Not just Game 4, but Game 3 as well. Even though the Guardians won, it was both back-to-back great games from both the Guardians and the Yankees. Obviously, I'm going to be a little biased because I'm a Yankee fan. It was great to see the Yankees. It was a nail-biter, I'm not going to lie. Giancarlo Stanton, many of the Yankees stepped up, but it's beautiful to see what's going on in the Bronx. Like you said, the Mets have the magic, but we got some moxie in the Bronx. We got something cooking as well on 161.
Man, we're talking about legacy here when it comes to New York professional sports. How if you show up when it counts in the playoffs, then you could be a legend and you'll eat for free for a long time after you retire. So who's playing their best baseball right now when it counts?
Obviously, everybody want to say Giancarlo Stanton, but I'm going to pick on Gleyber Torres, and I'm going to give Gleyber Torres his flowers. Gleyber Torres had a roller coaster season, up and down. So many Yankee fans just want to throw him at the bottom of the Mariana Trench like they did to Optimus Prime and Transformer. I mean, Megatron and Transformer. But when you look at Gleyber Torres, you got to give him his flowers. He's the table setter for the top of that lineup. He's played a solid defense in the field as well. And again, what more can you say from Gleyber Torres? This is a young guy we got from the Chicago Cubs in a trade back in the day. He has not lived up to the promise that many Yankee fans wanted to. But when you look at this season, you got to give Gleyber Torres his flowers.
Yeah, huge RBI single in the ninth. The kid just continues to show up and show out. We mentioned Giancarlo Stanton earlier. I mean, you could have easily gave it to him. My man's been on fire and be rocking the tight G-Unit T-shirts to the post-game. That's absolute moxie right there. So he said post-game, he said feels like nothing until we get it done. As far as I'm concerned, we haven't done nothing. How do they turn something or get something or do something to close this series out?
Well, when you heard from Giancarlo Stanton, he said it perfectly, right? And it was reminiscence of Kobe Bryant. I grew up a big Kobe Bryant fan, and during one of his post-game press conference, he says, the job's not done. And that's what's going on. The job's not done. We got one more game left to go. We're going to need Garrett Cole to step up big time. Outside of Carlos Rodon, none of our starters have made it past the fifth inning, and we need Garrett Cole to give our bullpen some length. So I'm looking for 6, 7, maybe 8 innings from Garrett Cole tonight. Not sure if that's how it's going to work out, but our bullpen arms, they need some rest. If this was the movie Waterboy, they need some high-quality H2O. Our guys are running out of gas, and that happens normally in the postseason. You get to see guys day in and day out. You get used to their routines. You get used to their arm slots on the mound. So we're going to have to pull out whatever tricks we can out of the bag. Aaron Boone was amazing in the first round when it comes to managing his bullpen. And this second round has been a little bit tougher because our starting pitchers haven't gone long into the games. So let's see what happens tonight. Garrett Cole, I look for big things out of Daddy Cole.
Hector, I was reading some comments on social media, and I actually saw a couple of Yankees fans say they want them to lose tonight so they can win at home and close it out at home. What do you say to those fans?
Listen, a win is a win, whether it's on the road or whether it's at home. Last night, I was at Keith McPherson's watch party at Billy's. Shout out to my guy, Keith. It was amazing. A bunch of Yankee fans showed up. The Bleacher Creatures was in the building. So whether it's at Yankee Stadium or whether it's at a watch party at Billy's, Yankee fans are still going to show out. I hear that argument, let's do it at home, but I just want us to advance and get to the World Series. Like I said, 2009 was a long time ago. Me and Brandon both had hairlines back then. So we're going to need the Yankees to get it done no matter in whichever facet they do.
Hey, like you said, win is a win, man. And when you win here, especially in the playoffs, you win in New York City, man, you're absolutely legendary.
Yeah.
This interview was absolutely legendary, man. Thanks for hopping on with us.
B, I always appreciate you, Brandon. Much love to you and the family. And Yankee fans, like you said, your legendary status is built on what you do in the postseason. There's a reason why Jose Vizcaino and El Duque, they can eat for free whenever they're in Washington Heights. So that's what we're going to need for the rest of the Yankees today.